Hello, hello, and welcome to Stories with Santa. Today's story is Carter Meets a New Friend. Carter is a cute brown and white spotted puppy who loves to explore the outdoors. His siblings, Cooper and Bella, live in a new home, and this has caused Carter to become very lonely. Playing with his brother and sister every day made him extremely happy, but now he has to play outside alone. During one of Carter's outside adventures, he meets a new animal. There is something different about this new animal in his yard. How will Carter treat the new animal? Will he treat him with kindness and play with him? Carter meets a new friend. Carter is a brown and white spotted puppy who lives with a young girl named Emily. Carter's brother Cooper and his sister Bella previously lived with him, but now they live in the house next door. Carter plays with Cooper and Bella, but not every day. Emily often takes Carter for a long walk around their many acres of land. Emily's family owns and operates a huge farm that grows corn and soybeans. On their land, there's a huge barn with many tools, tractors, and lawnmowers. Carter and Emily can see the men driving the tractors to plow the fields and work with the crops. Even though Emily plays with Carter each day, he's still very lonely. He misses playing with Cooper and Bella. Emily cannot be with him all day, so he walks around the yard by himself. He makes sure to stay close to the house so he won't get lost. He learned his lesson months ago when going too far away from home. Being lost was a terrible feeling, and he never wanted to be too far from Emily again. As Carter walks around the farm, he feels a cool breeze in the air and notices the leaves are turning colors from green to brown, red, and yellow. The lake's water is cooler than during the summer months, so he doesn't want to get wet. As he walks around the side of the house near the garage, he hears a sound. It is a new sound. Moving carefully towards one of the family cars, Carter can hear the sound growing louder and louder. He slowly approaches the car with his head down, sniffing the ground with his tail pointed straight in the air. He stops. Under the car, he can see something furry with 2 eyes and 4 legs. Carter thinks he looks like me a little, but makes this purring sound. What makes a purring sound and a meow sound? Carter barks and barks as the frightened stranger remains under the car. Emily comes through the gate and asks Carter, "What is it?" Carter continues to bark and bark, jumping up and down. Emily reaches under the car and pulls out a frightened, dirty kitten. "Aw, it's a sweet little kitten," Emily says. Carter wonders, what is a kitten? Carter follows Emily into the house and watches as she washes the dirty kitten. Once the kitten is clean, Carter can see his beautiful brown eyes and his black and white coat. Carter thinks the kitten is black and white like Cooper and Bella, but he is so different. I don't like him. He makes funny noises and he doesn't bark. Emily's mom agrees to let Emily keep the kitten. This really upsets Carter. Emily says, "Carter, I want you to meet your new brother, Bradley." Carter thinks, I already have a brother and sister who look like me. Bradley is not my brother. Bradley has his own space in a litter box in the house. He has different kinds of toys such as a ball of yarn, a scratching post, feather teaser, and play rings. Carter is not impressed with Bradley or his toys. He thinks, Bradley is so different. He makes funny noises, eats different food, likes milk, and climbs trees. Why should I be nice to him? Bradley follows Carter around the house, but Carter tries to hide. Everywhere Carter hides, Bradley finds him. Carter believes Bradley is too different to be his friend. Bradley annoys him and he misses his brother and sister. Bradley wants Carter to be his friend. He tries playing with him, but Carter growls at him and runs away. Bradley feels alone and very sad about the way Carter treats him, but Bradley never stops trying to be Carter's friend. One rainy afternoon, Carter walks into the barn to look around. He wants to find something fun to do inside, out of the rain. Carter notices the barn has many great tools. He sees buckets, shovels, rakes, ropes, pitchforks, straw brooms, and a wheelbarrow. He wonders, what can I do with all of these fun tools? Carter knocks the tools over, pushes them around, and even bumps some off their wall hangers. He thinks for a moment, should I play with these big tools? He looks around at the mess he has created, and then he thinks, why not? There is no one in the barn to stop me. As he plays, he turns over the wheelbarrow, which immediately falls on top of him and covers him. He tries to push the wheelbarrow off, but he is not strong enough. He barks and barks, but no one hears him. He becomes very frightened and nervous as he tries to get out. Bradley is sitting in Carter's window seat, wondering where Carter is. Emily begins to call Carter's name, but she hears no response. She remembers that Carter does not often follow rules and could be anywhere on the farm, and she starts to worry. Emily says, Bradley, we need to find Carter. It is raining very hard. Bradley somehow understands what she says and runs outside looking for Carter. Emily runs behind Bradley as he darts into the barn. Emily and Bradley search and search inside the barn. She called Carter's name very loudly. Emily soon notices that Bradley is sitting beside the wheelbarrow. Emily calls to Bradley to help her look for Carter. He stays beside the wheelbarrow and meows loudly as if to say, Carter is right here. Emily lifts the wheelbarrow and there is Carter, very scared but glad to see Emily. Carter knows that Bradley saved him, so he gives Bradley a big lick on the cheek. Wagging his tail, Carter jumps and smiles with happiness to see them. Later that afternoon, Carter and Bradley sit together on the window seat. Carter now understands the importance of having a friend and treating them with kindness and respect. Carter learned that friends might not look the same or act the same, but one should never be treated in a mean and unkind way. He is happy Bradley is his friend. The end. Oh, what a wonderful book. Carter meets a new friend. I know sometimes it may not be easy to meet a new friend, but you never know. With a little bit of effort, that could be a lifelong friendship. I hope you enjoyed today's story time. I look forward to seeing you again for our next story time. And remember, so you're looking for a Santa with a slightly darker hue? Send me a message. Let's see what I can do. Ho, ho, ho!